Kate Pearson is the worst character on This Is Us, and she had the least amount of growth, and we're gonna talk about it today. There are two main reasons why I did not like Kate Pearson. One, she was a horrible romantic partner. Two, she treated everybody else like trash because she didn't like her life. Like, come on. But let's start with her being in a romantic relationship and her relationship with Toby, most importantly. So if you have watched this show, you already know Kate and Toby, they were together since season 1. They had the infamous tagline, Katoby. That was their cute little name, even though that relationship was far from cute. And this relationship is why I genuinely do not like this character, and it had me take a mental break from the show by season 2 because I was like, she is so annoying, whiny, and manipulative. I just couldn't take it anymore. Here's a little backstory. Toby and Kate, they met in a weight loss group, right? And at that time, Kate was so serious about losing weight, which is really good. But here's where she had me messed up and the annoyance really started to brew. I feel like Kate was always complaining about not losing weight fast enough, or she's just too big. And y'all, when I tell you, she has been complaining since she was a little girl about the same issue. I'm just like, girl, that is something you could change. Come on now. But when she was in this relationship with Toby, they, like I said, they met in this weight loss group and they both decided that they were gonna lose weight together. At one point, Toby started to lose weight a little bit faster than her, and she started to resent Toby for that. And I'm just like, girl, it's okay. You don't gotta be in competition with your man. But it just goes to show that Kate was low-key always in a competition with someone else. Not even really a competition because she felt like she wasn't good enough. She was just always jealous of other people, and that's a horrible trait to have. And I feel like the writers in the show, they really harped on this and made her so unlikable. But then here's the kicker, right? She gets back on her weight loss journey, right? Now Toby has decided, I don't really want to do this weight loss journey anymore. He lost like a few pounds, but he realized losing weight wasn't for him. It made him sad, it made him angry. And I was like, Toby, I could truly relate to when you just keep restricting yourself so much, it just doesn't become fun anymore. And he was like, you know what, forget this. So instead of Kate being a compassionate girlfriend, an understanding girlfriend, giving Toby grace, she decided that, you know what, since you don't want to lose weight, this is not going to work out for us because we're not aligned. And I told myself that I can't date a fat person. I was like, the nerve of this woman when he was willing to stay with you, even when you decided you didn't want to lose weight anymore, he was still going to stay with you. But now when it's his turn to go through his stuff, it's, oh, you're just going to up and leave and throw it in his face that he's not doing well for himself. Y'all keep that in mind because this is a consistent pattern with Kate and Toby. And anytime that Toby is going through anything, Kate will literally turn it around and make it all about her. Woe is me, I'm so sad, how could you do this? Let Kate stub her toe the wrong way, the world is going to end. And if you do not feel bad for her, you're a horrible person, and how dare you? That is literally the dynamic of Kate and Toby's relationship. Very toxic, very triggering to watch. And imagine being in a relationship with somewhere where anytime you voice your concerns, any worries or doubts that you have about your significant other, here comes their brothers coming in to chime in and to defend them. Child, every time Kevin and Randall got into Kate and Toby's business, I was like, can y'all sit down and let this grown 36-year-old behind woman handle stuff with her man? She is not the little girl from back in the past that you had to protect from the school bullies. When I tell you, Toby worshipped the ground that Kate walked on. Toby would have never done anything on purpose to harm Kate. He was so loving. He was so committed to her, to a fault, child, where he literally stopped taking his medication. And I was like, Toby, now you're giving unstable, literally. But y'all, that's how much Toby loved Kate. And I feel like anytime they had a problem and Kate and Randall would butt in, it kind of made him feel like, well, damn, I can't even be in a relationship with your sister and voice how I feel without y'all jumping in saying, oh, I need to chill out. I can't even take your sister to dinner, Kevin, because you want to take her to the fanciest places and I can't afford that. So now it looks like I can't take care of my girl, when it's like, no, I just can't afford the $500 steak that you want me to pay for. I'm her man. You're her brother. It's my turn to take care of her. She doesn't need you to take care of her like that anymore. And that was a big problem with Kate and Toby. and the brothers. I feel like this whole family, they lacked boundaries when it came to other people's relationships. The big three, they acted like it was them having a relationship first and then their significant others. And I'm like, that is so toxic. But bringing it back to Kate and Toby, Kate was really just giving unstable the whole series. And I will never forget on Kate and Toby's wedding day, when Kate was literally about to have a whole meltdown, wanted to like practically call off the wedding because Toby forgot a shirt that her dad had in the past, right? And I'm just like, girl, it was never that serious to get this worked up over a shirt. Even Kevin and Randall were like, it's okay, dad is more than a shirt. You don't have to get that crazy about it. And Toby's reaction was to drive back over 2.5 hours, I want to say, back to the house to get the shirt just for Kate to wear on the wedding day. And his parents were like, I don't think this is normal how like anytime Kate has a minor inconvenience, like she just blows up like this, and then your response is to just like instantly fix it. Because like I said, Toby would stop the world from spinning if Kate asked him to. And when they got married, child, the issues got worse and worse. They ended up trying to have a baby. It wasn't working. And this is when Toby literally stopped taking his antidepressant pills, child. He stopped taking the pills he needs to stay afloat and not, off himself. He stopped taking those pills just so there could be a higher chance of him and Kate having a baby. Now, granted, Kate didn't ask him for that, but it speaks to his character. One, that was very reckless. Do not ever do that. I don't recommend it. That was just so scary for me to watch because I'm like, this man loves her that much that he was damn near willing to almost harm himself in the worst way possible. And then he ends up getting back on his medication, of course, but he went through like a depressive episode because getting back on the medication is not a walk in the park. And you know what? I'm gonna give Kate some grace because during this scene, well, the 1 to 2 episodes that this happened, Kate really was trying to get things back to normal with Toby. She was there for him, trying to take care of him. But I feel like this was one of the only times where Kate finally realized, wait, this is not about me. I need to focus on Toby. And she didn't really make it about herself, from what I remember. But the two final straws for me when it came to Kate and Toby was when Kate literally got mad at Toby for losing weight and felt like he was switching up on her. This is the same woman that told him in season 1 or 2 that she did not want to be with him because he was fat and she can't date a fat person. Now, fast forward, I believe, to season 4 or 5, she is literally mad that he lost weight and feels like that he's switching up on her. She resented the fact that her spouse took it upon himself to make better, healthy decisions because they want to be in their son's lives in the future and realize that their weight was holding them back. They also had a heart attack and they didn't want to do that anymore. She didn't care about any of that. She got mad at him for making a better choice for himself. For me personally, I feel like that's when the relationship really started to go downhill. We see Kate literally complaining about every little thing that Toby does. And I know what that feels like when you don't like your partner anymore, where there's just something that keeps bugging you, but you don't want to speak on the root issue, so you keep nitpicking about every little thing. That's what Kate was doing, but it really boiled down to the fact that Toby was growing as a person and he was making better changes for himself, and she felt like she wasn't doing that for herself, so she was just taking it out on him because she felt like, how is he going to be like this better person, this good-looking person? Look at him without his shirt on, he's amazing, better job, this and that, and then look at me. 36 plus years later as an adult, and I'm still struggling. I still don't know what to do. I'm still complaining about the same problems. And I also didn't like how she kept treating Toby like he was that uncle from a funeral or a cookout that you see once a year and you don't want your baby to be around because you don't trust them with kids. I understand that Toby wasn't always home because he was working, but she literally did not trust Toby with that baby whatsoever. Like, you would think Toby was a deadbeat dad, the way she was treating Toby. And since then, the relationship was going downhill. They were trying to work it out. They did go to therapy for some time, some years, but ultimately, they ended up getting a divorce because Kate was so miserable. She literally told this man, I wish that you were the old Toby. I don't like this new version of yourself. I want the old you back. You know what his response was? You miss the old me that was cracking jokes, that literally almost died, had a heart attack, 2 surgeries. You missed that person that wore funny clothes, that couldn't do damn near nothing, right? He said, Kate, you married and fell in love with a coping mechanism. And I was like, the series could have ended right there in my opinion, because I'm just like, that is the whole problem. And the writing there was so beautiful. Kate hated the fact that this man glowed up. And you know the crazy part was, as far as Toby was glowing up, he was still gonna stick by Kate's side. I don't think he ever would have left her. I think he still would have let Kate be the person that she wanted to be as far as like her weight. But I was so happy when Kate and Toby got a divorce, because their relationship dragged on for too long, in my opinion. I'm so happy they walked away from each other, because it was so toxic. Kate was so annoying. She was getting just, oh, I was literally always screaming at my TV screen. I'm telling you, the writers wrote her so poorly. This girl could sneeze and I would be like, I do not like this woman. Like, she was that infuriating to me. And I also find it very funny that she did get her happy ending at the end of the show, which I didn't like her happy ending, because it ended with her having like her dream job, which is good. But I didn't like that they had her remarry the guy that she was working with. I didn't like that part too much, because I'm like, this woman don't need to be in no marriage. And I find it funny that she got her skinny husband. Because remember I told you, she told Toby in season 1, I can't be with a fat person. And then to end the series with her being with a skinny person, I'm like, she kind of got what she wanted. But I'm just like, I wonder if she actually changed her behavior, if she's actually healed. I didn't get to see that with her. Even outside of this crazy relationship with Toby, she was a horrible friend to Madison at first, which I didn't get too much into. She treated that girl like, just because you're skinny, you're not supposed to have any problems. I don't know how they ended up being best friends, but you know, I get it because I watched the show. But I'm just like, for me personally, the way Kate was, listen, I don't even think I would tell this girl bless you, because she's gonna be like, so you think you could tell me bless you? Like that's the energy this girl gave. Like, I'm telling you, I probably wouldn't even like say a word to her. She was jealous of her mother. Her own mother had her mom walking on eggshells around her. Kate had so much going on, child. And there was 0 growth, in my opinion. They gave her maybe about this much growth. This much growth they gave this girl. With the certain amount of issues that they gave her, she had this much growth. And that says a lot, because Kevin, even Kevin, he was a horrible character too. I don't know why people like Kevin and Kate so much, but we gonna get into that another day. Even Kevin still overcame some of his major issues with like his sobriety and his interactions with Randall. But with this girl, it's like they were like, no, we gonna keep her the same. Comment down below your thoughts on Kate Pearson. It could be good or bad. You know, all opinions are welcomed on this channel. Just keep it respectful, of course. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.